At 11 tonight, it was an evening of meetings across Central Ohio. City councils and school boards all convening on key issues in their respective areas. Now, topics included job cuts, tax breaks, and policies surrounding transgender youth. We're going to start tonight with Columbus City Schools, and the school board there voted just hours ago to rescind its policy regarding transgender and gender variant students. 10 TV's Carly Dion spoke to students and their families about the decision.
Board members unanimously voted tonight to rescind their policy regarding transgender and gender variant students, and cheers could be heard throughout the room as that decision was made.
The board rescinds board policy 5517.02.
We've been sitting and waiting, and I'm really glad that we had the outcome that we had.
At the last Board of Education meeting, they considered changing the district's transgender policy to align with Senate Bill 104, also known as the bathroom bill. The district's policy allowed transgender students to use a bathroom that aligns with their gender identity. But this new law requires students to use bathrooms based on their biological sex at birth. But discussions were tabled until Tuesday night. First, the community had the chance to speak.
It's not the board's decision or any sort of governmental power's decision to make choices about where transgender students are able to use the restrooms.
Frog Dixon is a transgender student in the district. Their mom says she's proud of her child and the other students for speaking out about what's important to them.
They're just trying to all find their way in the world. They're trying to figure out who they are and where they fit in. And it's our job to protect them.
And while this decision comes as welcome news to many families in the district, some are cautiously optimistic.
There's always concerns, but I have hopes that there will be no complications.
But the fight is not over by a long shot.
CCS student Austin Tapp says while he's relieved the district chose not to change the language of the policy to comply with state law, the fact that there's now no policy in place for transgender students leaves them vulnerable.
The attitude towards transgender students, while apparent to be supportive by the district, now comes down to individual schools to protect their transgender students.
Board members declined requests for interviews Tuesday night, but board president Michael Cole released a statement saying the Columbus City Schools Board of Education respects and values each of our students and staff members. The district remains committed to ensuring each student is empowered for success as a citizen in a global community while also following the law. When Senate Bill 104 goes into effect next week, CCS no longer has a policy in place that would go against this new law. In South Columbus, Carly Dion, 10 TV News.